Hey guys, it's Jess from Life on Our Terms, and I'm just here to give you a quick update on the expansion of my garden. So I just want to take a walk around. It's a decent day today, and it would have been a great day to plant, but we're supposed to have some frost this weekend, so I'm gonna hold tight till next week to get a whole lot of stuff in the ground. But I wanted to just quickly show you what's going on in my garden. All right, so you may not have seen it, but we have fully expanded our garden space. So we started out with just those 6 boxes there. And this year our intention was to grow this garden space and to be able to get more vegetables in here. My intention is to start learning how to can. So the best way to do that is to have plenty of vegetables on hand. So we have this fence. We put a fence up to keep our dog out so that he's not in everything when we're not watching him. But the only thing that we still have left to do is to put up a gate, like I said, just to kind of keep him out. We do have cats. They can obviously get over into the garden. Well, we don't have cats, but there are neighborhood cats. So we are just going to do our best to try to deter them. So let's walk over this way, which is the far bed. This bed is 3 foot by 12 foot, and it will house our corn, squash, and pole beans. And the reason why I'm doing this is I'm going to utilize the Three Sisters method, and I hope you guys can hear me. It is really windy outside, so I'm really hoping you can hear me. But we're going to use the Three Sisters method to plant our corn, our squash, like zucchini and things like that, and then our pole beans. So those will all go into this 3 foot by 12 foot space. I do have them all mapped out on my phone because one night I couldn't sleep and I decided it was time to map out garden spaces. So that's really what I was doing. In this one, so this bed is 4 foot by 22 feet. And actually I have 2 of each. So I have 2 new ones that are both 3 by 12 and 2 new ones that are both 4 by 22. This bed here will be used for tomatoes. And so my plan is to grow a lot of different types of sauce tomatoes, so that I can actually go ahead and get make some tomato sauce and things like that. So this bed is going to be primarily dedicated to tomatoes. If I find that I have still a whole lot of space, I will add some other stuff in here. It's just going to be dependent on what I do. And as you can see, I have in here, there's a compost. So in this bed is compost and vermiculite. So you're able to get in here really well. It's really easy to plant in, and it's really nutritious for the actual it's really nutritious for the plants. In this bed over here, currently don't have anything in here, but I'm getting ready to put in some cucumbers. And so the one thing that I still, other than putting up a fence, the other thing that I still have to place in here is a trellis that will be going between this box and this box. And I've left some edging here because I plan on putting some cucumber in and training them to go up and over the trellis so that I can reach them pretty easily, and so that they don't spread all over the place. I will be I have a pallet, so that open space right there will be utilized. I'm going to put a pallet down there and use that as for some future plantings of radishes and turnips and things like that. In all of these 5-gallon buckets are potatoes, and so those are already planted and started. Here, as you can see, I already have my onions in, and they are actually doing very, very well. I do need to go through and pull out a few weeds that I've gotten in, but for the most part, everything's doing really, really well, and I'm really excited because I'm gonna have a lot of onions. This box has some of our first plantings of radishes, turnips, and some beets, and so and some carrots back there. So as those continue to grow, I will be working through those, and as I pull them, I will refresh that spot and go ahead and start a second cycle of those. So, you know, with radishes and turnips and even beets for that matter, they don't require a whole lot of grow time. So you can succession plant each one of those. I do have some open space in there too, so that I can plant more of those different vegetables. Here are all of my lettuces, and again, this is my first planting of lettuces. They are doing very, very well, and actually I can come out here and start harvesting some baby lettuce. So if I so choose, and if I want some salad or whatever, then I can come out here and start harvesting some lettuces from here. Now this box over here, that is the second 4x22 box, I will be starting to put some peppers in here. So this space will be dedicated to peppers, and we'll be putting a whole lot more peppers in here and planting those for salsa and different things like that. Also, I'll be using it for the different medicines that I make, because a lot of the medicines that I utilize do utilize hot peppers in them. So lots of peppers going in there. This one is primarily dedicated to cooking herbs, and so, or what I deem as cooking herbs. So right now you see thyme in here, and this thyme has come back from last year. I also have some sage here that is back from last year. I'm going to be moving that sage forward a little bit because it's going to get crowded out by the lavender that's directly behind it. And so I want to give the lavender plenty of space to grow and give the sage plenty of space to grow. So I will be making some adjustments there. Over here in this last small bed is primarily medicinal herbs. And so I will be again putting some more stuff in here, but what you can already see is there are some chamomile that's coming back up. I also have echinacea that's growing, and then these are my comfrey. So I have some comfrey growing. Last year I didn't get any flowers on that comfrey, but this year I'm already starting to see some flowers on the comfrey. And then this little guy right down here is valerian, and I will be probably moving that one as well, just because, again, some of the things are a little closer than I want them to be, but not having the, you know, now that I know how much space I truly have, I am able to move some of that stuff. In this bed, I will be putting a few more medicinal herbs, but also what's going in here, and probably the back section of this large bed, are my spinaches, chard, different things like that. So the kale, the collards, spinach, all of my leafy greens that I'll be growing throughout the season. So lots of stuff going on, lots of space for us to get some things going. I do have down this weed barrier, so that's going to be very helpful, but as soon as I can, I am going to have some mulch delivered, and going to mulch over this space so that we don't have to worry about tripping, because I'm very clumsy, so that I don't have to worry about tripping over the gaps here where the weed barrier is. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. Oh, and this backspace, so there's leaves back there that's composting. I also have my compost bin over in the corner there. Trace and I are going to put in more berry bushes. So if you'll see, I do have some blackberry bushes right here, and they are actually starting to get ready to start flowering. So we've got some blackberry bushes, but we're going to add some more blackberry and raspberry bushes back here to take up some more of that space. And then, I mean, I have all of this space right here. So, you know, I don't know if I'm going to get some grow bags or something else, or I don't know. But I have a lot of space to put a lot of things in. And I'm really, really excited about being able to do that. And I will keep you guys updated and posted on all of this progress. But yeah, it's really exciting around here. I'm really glad that that we decided to do this and expand our garden, especially when we have all of this economic uncertainty. It's very important for people to begin to learn how to grow their own vegetables and how to manage themselves. So I, want to just do my part by, sharing my progress. I mean, I'm in the middle of a city, and this goes to just show you that these are things that you can do for, a little bit of an investment up front. But, certainly you can get started on a very small budget and work your way up. So that's what I hope to show you, and hope to be able to share that with you. And I wish you guys all very well. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.